How's everybody doing? Hopefully better than I am. I'm having a rough financial month. I do have some savings, and I'm definitely going to be chewing away at some savings this month, which sucks. I try to keep very close track of my expenses. I try to stay in the positive in that, I try to put away some money every month, but this month I'm going to be down at least a couple grand. Sorry, hands in the way right there. So what's going on this month? Well, home ownership. If you buy at the right time, right place and right price, could definitely be a good appreciating asset. Thankfully, I bought this house before COVID, so I got a good deal on the house. I got a pretty good mortgage rate. And I think I'm doing pretty well on equity. I think since COVID happened, I think the equity, or the value of this house has probably increased 10%. So that's pretty good. 10% gain in equity within a 1 year's time span. But it's expensive. It's very expensive owning a house. Like this month, homeowners insurance is due, and that costs $1,700 for the year. And on top of that, I have the mortgage payment to pay. Got to pay for electric. Then oil. Thankfully, not really burning much oil this month. When winter comes around, oil definitely going to be filling that tank. Shoot, I live in a decent-sized house, and I fill that tank probably once a month. 275-gallon tank. Probably 230 gallons on average. So there's $500 right there a month in the wintertime. And then on top of that, you have your auto insurance. That's around $600 every 6 months for me. Then you got to pay food. I'm spending probably $400 a month at the grocery store. So it's hard to get ahead buying a house. There's a lot of costs. And what really has set me over the edge this month, well, two things. For one, I'm recording on my phone. I have an early 2011 MacBook Pro, and they decided that they're not going to allow early 2011 MacBook Pros to upgrade to the latest software. So I'm no longer able to upload videos to YouTube from my computer from iMovie because they said something in the software that, screws somebody like me. So what choice do I have but to upgrade to a new MacBook? F you, Apple. F you. And it's like when it comes to upgrading to a MacBook, because I'm doing this YouTube thing, it's like I have to upgrade to the higher end model with the higher processor and this and that, and I just priced it out. And that's close to $3,000. So that's something that I think I'm going to have to invest in. And finally, the icing on the cake. Let me flip the camera around right now. I had to do a bit of work to the plumbing. What is the problem with my plumbing? Well, the plumbing in this house is pretty much all copper, which is good. I like copper. But the person who installed the copper in this house is, for lack of better terms, an idiot. Let me show you what's going on up here. This is copper pipe. In between the copper pipe and this hanger is a piece of insulation, which the insulation is old. It's crumbling. It's falling apart. And what do we have here? A galvanized hanger. And this is what it's like on most of the pipes in my house. You can see where they corrected that on some of the pipes. But what is the problem with having a galvanized hanger against copper pipe? When these two touch, you have big problems. What happens, it's like galvanized corrosion. There's a specific term for that. But anyway, when copper touches galvanized metal, it will corrode the copper, and then you'll get holes in your pipe. So I need to fix this. I need to replace these hangers. I want to replace these with copper hangers. And then, it's got to be fixed. So I've been going crazy in the basement right now. I'm actually doing a bit of a system. I have a system going on here. So this is like number 10 that I marked out right here. So if I go over to my handy dandy notepad, yeah, there's a lot going on here, but I just wrote everything down. So if I go to my list right here, number 10, so that corresponds to that copper pipe is 1 5/8 OD, and I have a list of how many hangers I need, what size, how much insulation. And this is something that absolutely has to be addressed right now, because a month from now, I'm going to turn the heat on, and, heat and copper pipes, the pipes expand and contract. And if I don't do anything, I'm going to have some big water issues. Like, you can see this copper pipe right here. The foam insulation's completely failed, and just in a last-ditch effort to try and keep that copper protected, I have a little piece of paper keeping that pipe, or that copper pipe, from touching that clamp. So gonna be down a couple $1,000s this month. It sucks. Really sucks, but you know what? I'm healthy. I'm alive. I'll get through it. I'm just gonna have to work a little bit harder to get back on top here. But I beg of you, please keep watching my videos, because I really could use the advertising money from these videos this month. So anyway, for those of you that are still around, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me for so long. I know my channel's changed gradually. You know, it's gone from snow plowing videos to a bunch of random videos of what's going on in the house. But hey, this is life. Life changes, and just trying to adapt with the times. So anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one, when I finally bite the bullet and spend $3,000 on upgrading my computer.